R.I.P. Francis.
Gigliotti.
I mean, why don't you think people are talking about this, James? I mean, seriously.
Gotta tell me this, man. Back against the wall, right? Sometimes, yeah. It's easier said than done.
I mean, seriously, we seen a guy take his last breath. He wasn't a threat. Is it the stigma of drugs?
I think it's both.
Who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers.
Back against the wall, right? Sometimes, yeah. It's easier said than done. True. We're here with the aunt of Francis Gigliotti.
What's up with the Haverhill police out here? What's your view on them? What do you think should happen to them?
I think the ones that did it to my nephew, they should be gone. Me and my sister think that they should not be working on the force. They shouldn't work with somebody that is in that, it could happen to anybody, and now, I don't know, the Haverhill police are just, they're bullies.
Have you heard anything from them?
Nope, we never even heard anything.
Now, what's going on with Francis's services?
We're working on that right now, so finally got him back, and, hopefully it'll be up. We'll find out this week exactly when it is. I'm working with his fiancee and my sister to get this done and get him taken care of,
If you had one word, right, just one word to describe Francis, what would it be if you could come up with one word or a few?
Super outgoing, very kind guy. Loved everybody, I just even now I sit here and go, I can't believe that he's still gone.
It's crazy. Sorry for your loss.
Sorry for your loss too.
We're going to continue to bring awareness on our long gamers out there. We appreciate your time, Auntie, okay? We'll see you again.
Yeah, please, all of you, come out, please. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Let's keep it going,
Absolutely.
So,
Appreciate you.
all right,
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great job.
It was definitely an experience. It was, it was up. We got to meet Francis's mom, which was really sad. Yeah, Francis's fiance and his aunt, his cousin. It was just, we got to feel like how we went to the waterfall and we got to see how that was. And
Indeed. All went down 7 police officers on top of a man's neck screaming help.
No.
Screaming help.
He wasn't shooting, he was shouting. That's what I like to say because I seen a video where somebody was shooting. Yeah, that's a threat. But Francis was no threat. He was shouting. He was shouting help, help, help. When someone shouting help, 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 I mean, even as an innocent bystander, I think I would have wanted to jump on one of those cops.
And it's funny you say that because Too Tall said that someone should have threw cold water on the cops or
something.
Besides just
stand there and tape it.
And picking up their phones.
That's this generation, Jay, unfortunately,
Man, who we got here today?
Too Tall, live and uncut. What's going on, y'all?
What's happening? Now, he was a good friend of Francis. They called him Jigga, right?
Yeah, Jigga. I used to call him Gigliotti. I used to call him, everybody used to, I used to call him Gigliotti.
Gigliotti.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, can you share some stories about him and tell us a little bit about him?
Donate stuff to the homeless people. I done literally seen this man give a jacket to a homeless guy because he was cold one night.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
What I'm saying, when we was walking, and I'm like, that's what's up, And that encouraged me to give when I see people. I give people $1 now and stuff because everybody needs help, and that's one thing that he used to do, regardless of anybody's struggles and everybody's background, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stories going out there that ain't true about him and stuff, you know what I'm saying? He was a good person, man.
Let me ask you this. What was his spirits like? How would you describe how he was moving out here?
He was moving like a grown man, to be honest. He was doing, he had a business with his partner, Louis Isaac. I'm sorry for butchering your name. He was doing the right thing, you know what I mean? It's just like anybody else. He was always smiling, always helping his family out, always being there for his moms, everybody. Nobody, I understand that when people die, they go, oh, he was a good person. Because nobody's a piece of shit when they die. But nah, he was a real good person, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't that. Everybody just has a bad day, man. Everybody has a bad moment, and this could have happened to anybody.
To anybody. And, you know, you're from Haverhill. What can you tell us about the Haverhill police out here? What would be your description? An unbiased opinion. You know, there's good cops, there's bad cops. But, you know, based on experience, you know, what do you think should happen to the police officers in this case?
Well, I think first of all, that should happens to anybody else. You know, they should be in jail. They should be locked up. They shouldn't be getting paid at home right now. You know what I mean? And I'm a taxpayer. I pay taxes, so my taxes shouldn't be still paying for the paycheck to sit home doing nothing, facing a murder charge. Yeah, there's some good cops and there's some bad cops, but right now we got 7 bad cops that we gotta get rid of. You know, they could have just stood him up, man. He could have yelled, stand up. Yell for help all you want. Stood up, breathing, everything, you know, but we got 7 bad cops.
What's the temperature like out here? You're out here every day. You know, you're on the side of Francis. What's the temperature with the police? Meaning, how have they been acting? Have they been harassing? They've been supportive? What has it been like?
They've been harassing, a lot of harassing, to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 1,000. They've been harassing. They want to stop it. They want to, like, keep people intimidated around here because for so many years they've been getting away with breaking the law. The cops have, because the internals affairs they're corrupt themselves. This Haverhill PD is corrupt, and they harassed everybody. They don't want people. The little girl, that's why everybody got chalk today, because they told the girl that she couldn't write in chalk in public.
In chalk.
So that's why everybody came out today to write in chalk, you know. So we're just trying to support the family and stay true to the cause.
Let me say this. This is a little personal. When you found out Jigga passed, how did it hit you, man?
I was hard. I was in the White Mountains with my family, and I seen that video. I left my family in the White Mountains, and I drove 2 hours down here just to take a picture and leave a candle over there, because I seen that the cops didn't even put a yellow tape up, or they left the rug that the man died on still out there. They're not doing no investigation, no nothing. So when I seen that, I just had to come down, and it still gives me chills to this day. Wow. I can't even see that video like that, to be honest, because all I hear is the help. You know, I understand everybody want to take out their phones, but man, throw cold water on them cops, do something, you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, just stop taking out phones, bro. I know you guys talking about where everybody want to go viral, but go viral for throwing water on the cops, for breaking it up, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
It's also these neighborhoods that they just feel like, almost like let them handle each other, let them kill each other off. Like, who gives a shit? This was a man that just had a mental issue. He was no threat. He didn't hurt nobody. He wasn't charged with killing no police officers.
And the 911 call that they played was a guy that was going in and out of traffic, not that he hit nobody. And we seen 25 minutes of the tape.
Yeah.
Him just walking around being scared. That's all it looked like.
And from what I was told, and I think you were told too, Francis was approached by the first officer, and he was trying to help him. When the first officer showed up, he really wanted to help Francis, get him in the car and get him the help he needed, bring him to the hospital. But then his buddy showed up.
And they became the threat. They became the threat. Pretty easy.
It's pretty simple. I mean, it's basic. 7-on-1. Come on.
Tell him again, James.
7-on-1.
Basic.
Basic.
Every city has its own little reputation, and unfortunately Haverhill has one. It's not too far from Lawrence. It's Essex County, and there's addiction out here. And there's addiction everywhere.
Everywhere.
Some places are more blatant than others. You see it more. And this is one of them cities that you see it, if you open your eyes. But that doesn't mean Francis Gigliotti, even if that was the case. If that was the case, he did drugs. He wasn't a threat.
No, it doesn't mean you kill him.
7. We're live, Haverhill, Massachusetts. Who do we have here today?
My name is Becca, and Francis is my cousin.
He's your cousin. Wow. First off the bat, I just want to say I'm sorry for your loss. It's horrible, horrible what's going on. If you had one word or a couple of words to describe Francis, what would it be?
The most important one is that he's loyal to everyone that he knew and met and loved. Lovable. He was loved by everyone and loved everybody in return. He had an energy that's not matched. It's unmatched. Really. He was the oldest cousin in my family, and he gave everybody the nickname Cuzzo. We're all Cuzzo. We're all his little Cuzzos. He's our big Cuzzo. So, you know, he was literally the best.
R.I.P. Francis, for sure. Jigga, let me ask you this. How was he moving out here before he passed? Meaning, what was he doing? What was his spirits like?
From what I see, it seems that he was getting his life together and starting a business with his friend and living life out here. Hardworking man. That's another thing that he was, is a very hardworking man. And, you know, supporting his family, his fiance, his stepdaughter, his mother, the people that need him out here.
Now, he was a bodybuilder, right, too? I mean, he looked like $1 million, this guy.
Right.
Right? What can you say about that? You see him train or, you know, throughout your life?
Oh yeah, he's always been like that throughout my entire life. Push-ups. When I was little, he used to like have me sit on his back while he did push-ups and stuff. And
that's awesome.
Like random like things on the street, he'll do like chin-ups and stuff. Always been like that.
Yeah.
Always been physically fit.
Yeah, he looked awesome, man. Definitely a lot of dedication there. To segue off that, we've seen the videos. They came out, horrible videos. What did you see when you seen them videos?
This is my first time actually speaking on it, like on camera, and it's overwhelming. It's a lot. I saw my cousin beg for his life until his last breath. I literally heard his last breath.
We all did. We all did, and we heard the last words.
Yeah, awful. There's nothing that I wish I could do more than to just jump through the screen and help him, because no one deserves to die like that. I don't care who you are. No one deserves to be like that.
It's okay, girl. Chooses. Who do we have here today?
My name is Michelle Rooney. I'm Francis Gigliotti's fiance.
Wow. First off the bat, I want to say sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Horrible situation.
Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just so, I'm still in shock. It's been 3 weeks and a day, and I just, like I said, I'm beside myself. We want justice for Francis. We're not getting anywhere right now. We're not getting any police reports. We're not getting any answers about anything. And these police need to take accountability for what they did.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this. How was Francis moving out here? Meaning, what was his spirits like prior to his passing?
He was born and raised in Haverhill, and he just loved it. He knew a lot of people. A lot of people knew him. Everyone loved him. No matter where he went, he was always quick to help somebody out if they needed it. If somebody was moving and he was walking by their house, he would say, "Hey, do you need any help? I'll help you." He would help out the homeless. He's a very giving, caring person, and he would do anything for friends, family. He was just an all-around good guy. I mean, he was one of a kind.
I was just talking to Becca. He was in impeccable shape at one time. What can you speak to that? He's dedicated, huh?
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he was very dedicated to working out and keeping in shape and eating right and taking his vitamins. And yeah, he took pride in his appearance. Always, dressed to the T.
You looked great that day, too.
He did, yeah, he did. He was just he was the greatest. He really was, and I miss him tremendously. And it's so hard. It's very hard just trying to make it through the days without him. It's hard.
So you were there that day. Let me ask you this. What did you see exactly?
When they had the street blocked off, so I pulled aside and I ran up the hill with no shoes on. By the time I got up to him, I heard him screaming, "Help, help." And by the time I got up to the top of the hill where he was in front of the Bradford Seafood, all I could see was 7 cops on top of him, and his legs like dropped to the ground, and I could hear people in the background telling me that he's dead, he's blue, he's this, he's that, and I was screaming in disbelief. And I went around to the other side trying to get to him, and 2 of the cops were trying to block me from going to him, and all I could see his face turned to the right of me, and it was all blue. That's the last time I saw him. His face was blue, and the cops continued to stay on top of him.
Now, when they cleared the scene, did you still stick around after that?
What happened is I went to the hospital, and again they tried to keep me from seeing him. I went into the room and I grabbed him by the hand, and
I'm sorry.
and I rubbed his head, and I was like, please come back to me, please come back to me. And he was already gone because he was already dead in front of Bradford Seafood. And that's what took the ambulance so long to bring him to the hospital. It was a 20-minute ride. And
20 minutes?
20 minutes, because they went the long way, and I was already there with my daughter, waiting for him to come in, and they didn't even want me going in the room, and I wasn't going to let anybody stop me from going to him and just holding him, and just one last time. And it's very difficult. And
I'm so sorry.
That's what I get. I can't get those curdling screams out of my head, or the vision of him blue. And I think about it all the time, and the videos just keep resurfacing like every 2 seconds.
Thank you for doing this.
Yes.
And I'm so sorry for your loss. And this is real emotion, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to try to get justice, and we are going to get justice for Francis.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take it easy, okay? Sorry, they need this real emotion. They need it. They need to see it. And I'm sorry, but they need to see it. They need to see that who this affected, how it affected them. They need to see this.
Yeah. But you know what we don't have? We don't have a lot of people standing out here. I mean, we had a lot of people at the Karenread case.
A lot of people. We need more people. This is, a stigma situation. And to make it real simple, Francis was not a threat. When you see the videos, he wasn't a threat.
Wasn't a threat at all.
And the only threat is when the police showed up.
Right.
Fair to say?
Absolutely.
So, just to put some perspective and context to it, when you see the video, that's all it was. He wasn't a threat. When they grabbed him and they put him down, he wasn't screaming, "I'm going to kill you." He wasn't screaming, "If you let me go."
He was screaming, "Help, help, I can't breathe, help."
That's what he was screaming. So we're here. Long game.
Long game.
James
Flickers,
Jackson.
flickers.
Gets the best. Sometimes, yeah. It's easier said than done. True.